Hello and welcome back. So today we are going to try to create a CAD QA from Excel. Now I know you can do it from Microstation, and this is one way of doing it as well. So that's a drawing with text. So sometime we can see a text, and if I select that, you can see it says height varies, so it means one of them is wrong. It's hard to tell which one is wrong. So anyway, so to solve the problem, I'm going to create a system that will look into every text in the drawing and try to find the properties of each text automatically. And also it will be part of series, so this code plus other code as well. After the text, we're going to move on to check the level name. We're going to check the cell and other items on the drawing. So, and also we will create our own check system that will check for drawing for quality. So to start with, I'm going to load up my Excel, Developer, and Visual Basics. So go to Insert, Module, and I like to give it a good name, something which is makes sense. So I can do text check. That's all it matters. So now we have that, and also check if you have the library switch on and you need Bentley Microstation library. So this has to be ticked. So now with everything in place, now you can start coding. Okay, let's get to it. To start with, you can do sub okay, and the first thing is to define variables. So here you need three types of variables. So you need the one that is specific for connecting Excel to MicroStation. Now I think you must have seen this before. It goes something like this. Okay, so this is going to connect Excel to MicroStation. You also need another one to activate the application. That's the one. So now we have that done. So if I put them together, that's that. And now this is when it's time to connect Excel to MicroStation. So we're gonna set up a connection. And also we're gonna set up the application. Right, so also it's good to put a tab like that. It looks better. To start with, before even I fetch information, I would like to put the headings there. So to put the headings, I'm gonna, let me see. Good. So what I'm saying here, in on my sheet, okay, on my Excel, find sheet 1, and on, now that is row, that's column. So in row 1, column 1, add the word color. Now if I run the code, it should add information, and you can see it has done just that. So now we're going to add up the rest of that, and you can just use the same code. So I can use that and just update it. So that is row 1, column 1, and then so that is row 1, column 1, and then you have column 2, and column 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let's see what we need up to column 7. So the next one, I need text style name, then I need the level name, then the content of the text, and the text height, and the text width as well. And also very important, the text ID, because sometimes you might have two texts with the same name, but the text ID, it will allow us to identify the exact text. Now the text ID is like a DNA of every element in MicroStation, and this, it does make it easy for us to get the exact text. Okay, so now it's time for us to define the search. So I want my scan criteria to be the new element scan criteria. So it means when it does the scan, it should treat everything as new. Now, before you, now because it's a computer, so I think the way how we do it, first of all, we exclude everything. So we can say exclude all types, and then we're going to include just the text. So we'll say include type, not all type, just include type. This one, and then you're gonna define the text. So it could be MSD text type. So I need to go quickly before it disappears. So what I'm saying here, I am setting my scan criteria. Okay, first of all, don't exclude everything, but only include the text. So that's the way how we're gonna do. And also, that should scan everything and should give us information. Now it's about time now to put information to the Excel. So this part we're going to define what information we need. So to get information, I'm going to copy that, and you need to, because you have defined the text here as my text, so if you type here my text, you can see here you can define the color. So that should give us a color of the text. And also we need text style name. So you're gonna go, so I'm gonna copy, put it there, like that. If you copy this part here and try that, so go with ID 64. Okay, now this should give you everything, but then what you wanted to do is to put that into different rows. So rather than saying 1 here, I'm gonna put the counter. So it's going to count for 1, and it's going to add a number so that it becomes row 2, row 3. So here, for example, you can see we have many rows, and you want the counter to be counting 1, then add 1 into it to make it a 2, then add 1 again, it becomes 3, and add 1, and like that. So to do the counter, but also you want to put it on so that it loops as well. It goes once it put everything, then it adds the number on the counter, and then becomes row number 2, and add everything again. So to do the counter, we're gonna do so first of all, you want it to go through each element, and this is under enumerator, which is enum. So you can let me copy that one. And also I will copy something else. I think I will take that one and try to change that. So you want it to do to enumerate on your MicroStation, so you need that. Then you need to put into the application, but also in the application you should, because if you come here you can see you might have different models, so you want to be scanning on the active one, so should be active model reference. So if I put here you can find this one, okay, and then dot scan, so it will scan now. And then but you have already put, so here you have defined what is your scanning criteria, so you're going to copy that one and use that. Yeah, so it means, okay, here you have defined what your scanning is, and what your scanning is everything, well, not everything, you only including text. Now this is gonna go through each, like it scan the first one, then it goes to the next, so it's called enumerator. Now for the counter I'll put I equal to, so I is a counter, and you want to start at the second row because the first row you have the heading, so really you want to start somewhere there. Okay, so I is equal to, and then now you want to do 2, then move to 3. So to do this I'm going to do, I think I've done spelling wrong somewhere. It doesn't matter, but I was supposed to say enum and n there. I might have to change a few things there as well, and there. Okay, so what I want to do is to move to the next one. And then, so let's say if I do, let's say for example, if I scan this one, then I want to move to the next one and make this my current. Okay, now to make that as a current one, you need to do another step. Set my text as my scan, which is that one there, current. So it should really, yeah, equal sign there. And then if I do dot, it should bring, yeah, the options. So current. So now, okay, it will put the counter, and then it will go to the next one, and yeah, and the next one it will be the current one. So that's fine. Now now once it finished that one, now if it is row 2, then you want it to now add information in row 3. So you're gonna change the counter, so the I, it will be the I plus 1. Okay, so it put equal sign here. So let's say if the counter here, or if the row here was number 2, it will add 1, then it means it becomes 3, and then add 1 again becomes 4, and yeah, so that it should be able to do it. And let's give it a try. If I do run here, so because I'm doing a loop, I'm supposed to close that, and I should do a loop here. I think that's what it was. So if I try again, there's another problem. So let me see what happened here first. So it seemed to have already started working. Yeah, okay, let me see what was the issue. So okay, that's the problem now. It seemed like what I'm doing, I'm putting everything into the same row. It seemed like I'm putting everything on the same row. Now I need to put the counter, which is I, so I need to put I here, and yeah, let's try again. Okay, there's something else not right here. Okay, I found, so I need to say level name. because in level there could be anything, there could be a description, color, so I want to do level name. That's what it is. So now if I try again now, seems like it's doing something. Let me see. So it seems like it is adding information. You can see it's added everything. So you can see we have the color, the text style name, the level name, the content, and everything else. Yeah, so something that I want to do, you want to be able to clear the list before putting a new one. Now I'll put a clear command. So it's good to clear just somewhere there. So I will put yeah, let's clear everything. So this, now what you could do, you can put a code to find the last row to clear, but for now I'm going to just keep it simple. I'm going to put a range. So I will say clear please from A1 up to let's see, so we want up to G. I'll take H as well, so I'll say up to H100. So that it should clear everything, then put the new stuff in. So you want to clear, then add the new stuff. So that it should work. Now if I let me show you, maybe if I make this smaller, let me see, how can you do this? We need to squeeze everything in. So now if I click here, this should clear, then put new one in, and you'll see, okay, there's something wrong. Oh, okay, so I didn't say what to do with that, so I should put dot clear. Okay, so let's try again. If I do now, see, it disappeared, then it added new one in. Didn't seem to add the heading. I don't know why, because the heading was before. It's somewhere here. Oh, I see. It seemed to clear before. So okay, so it adds the heading, then it seemed to be clearing it at this stage here. So maybe I want to add the heading a bit lower, so I will take it up and maybe add the heading somewhere here. Okay, now let's try that and let's see what's going to happen. Ah, that's fine. So now we have the headings and everything else, but this is seemed to be in millimeters, so I want this to be well, in meters, but I want it to be in millimeters. So to do that, I need to multiply by 1,000. I want to multiply by 1,000 and the code, so that would be so that it looks nice. So I'll take this one times by 1,000 there and there as well. Okay, and let's try again. You can see we have 2.5 there, and but this, it seems to be it is close enough. So but I think this was up Corby. Let's see, that's that. So it looks fine here, yeah, but when you scan it, actually it says no. Okay, it's not. So things like this can be a headache because you cannot find them inside the drawing. You need to check them from the outside. And using this approach, then you can easily find them. That's fine. So now you can export all the text. And now first of all, you have a long list here, which is not useful, but yeah, the good thing is you can see exactly there's a lot of issues. For example, all of these texts are 2.4 and are not 2.5 as they're supposed to mean. So okay, so what we're gonna do is to find a way of us trying to identify each text from Excel to MicroStation. Now we need to add a second routine, but before we do that, let's first put a button here to be able to do that. So I'm going to go to develop, insert, you do that, and it's this one. So I will call it scan my text. Okay, you can give it any name you want. Scan my text. And now if we run it, you see it is scanning already. Now we need a way of picking this text ID and try to identify it in here. One way you can do it is to, for example, you can use here, you can copy that, and then you can come here and then you can find Explorer, but that seems to be a long process, and you can put it here and then find it, and then you can see it shows here. So if I undo again, hit that, you can see that happens. Yeah, so that works as well, but I would like to be able to do it from this side here. Now how do I do that? Now for me to do it, I need to add a second routine. First of all, also I might need to maybe move this. You might need to do your own tidying up and try to make it look nice. So for now I am gonna do, let me move it there. Okay, and then I make this bigger. Can use that, for example. Okay, so I'm gonna do, go to data, then go to this one here, and then go to list, and then I'm gonna select from there up to I say 500, so I'm gonna put 500 here, and that will create a list somewhere here. Okay, so I'm gonna make it bigger maybe. So let's say if we try, it's working. So I'll make it look nicer. I'm gonna put it in the center, make it bold. Okay, so that's fine. So but also we need a second button now to select this in the drawing. Now that would be a different routine. So if I go to here, I'm gonna start a new subroutine just under this one, and I will call it this is very short, by the way, sub select text. Okay, so let's start here. So let me call it so cell. Okay, so this should be helpful. So okay, let me see what else I missed. So select by element ID. Okay, I know what I missed that one. So okay, that should work now. Yeah, so that it will call, okay, it will call the ID, and then I want to select. So this part you're going to add the selection. So hopefully this should do it. Now if I try to find the easy way of testing, so let me what I will do, rather than doing it in here, I will just add I will add a button here as well, so it's be easy for me to see what's happening. So I'm gonna go to developer, it there, and then so this one is for selection, so I can call it show text. Okay, so that's fine. So I'm gonna move it somewhere here, I think next to that, maybe make it smaller. Yeah, so let's see if it's working. If I click that, it should select something. Okay, let me unselect it and try again. Yeah, it's working. So that should make your life easier in terms of doing your CAD check, your CAD QA. And yeah, so that's gonna scan through all the text and you can easily see, oh, that's a bad one. What, that's 4 point something. So 51435 51. You can even type a number here if you want. Yeah. Let me see, 51435 and show, and that should show you where it is. And yeah, that's there somewhere here. And you can see, okay, I like a good number, so I'll put maybe 5 like that, and there as well, 5. Okay, and scan again. It's all okay. So yeah, so that is that, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.